Hey guys. Okay, real talk. Do you love playing games with your friends? Cute little games like tag, hide and seek, or musical chairs? Well, guess what? Some of these games might actually make you disappear forever. Before we accidentally summon something with a chair, like and subscribe, because if a demon drags you tonight, I'm the only one who's gonna save you. Alright, dearies, let's completely destroy your childhood games together. Have you guys ever played musical chairs? You know, the normal game where you run around a chair like a confused hamster? Well, apparently if you play it alone between 12 and 3 a.m., you might invite a demon who loves creepy music. And yes, it's always Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Who decided whispering about flowers equals demon soundtrack? Okay guys, watch this TikTok. This girl explains it a little too well.
I'm the reason you must never play musical chairs alone. Hello. My name is Frida Kid. Have you ever heard of that song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips? That was the last song I ever heard. I was born in Louisville, Ohio in the 70s, and lived a happy childhood until one fateful day. It was my 5th birthday party, and we were playing party games, such as pin the tail on the horse. Finally, it was time for musical chairs, my favorite. I was Louisville musical chair. Champion 3 years running, surely I couldn't lose. We switched the music on and began to circle the chairs. We played a few rounds, and I picked up a few dubs. It was near the final round, when the unthinkable happened. The music cut out, and switched to the scariest song I've ever heard, Tiptoe Through the Tulips. You're listening to it right now. The lights switched off, the music stopped, but when they came back on, I was gone, and the one chair remaining had a note with one word written on it, which will be revealed soon. My ghost now haunts the streets at 3 a.m., waiting to play my favorite game. Will you be my friend and play with me? Light a match at midnight in a dark room, with a single chair, with the door locked.
Wait, what? She literally vanished during musical chairs because the music switched to tulips? Imagine celebrating your birthday and suddenly, boom, you're gone because a flower man started singing. And that one mysterious word on the chair? Girl, tell us the word. Don't leave us blind. Also, if a chair ever moves by itself, I'm running faster than students when the bell rings. Okay, who would actually try this at 3 a.m.? I know some of you chaotic ones would. Okay, dearies, this next game? Nope, absolutely not. The name alone sounds like something a kindergarten kid invented before summoning Satan. But apparently, if you survive it, you get a super valuable gift. Probably trauma, but let's find out. Watch closely. This TikTok explains it like it's a cooking tutorial.
Terrifying Games You Don't Want to Play, Part 31. Lookie Lookie. If you are able to survive this game, you will receive a gift which is valuable beyond belief. However, the consequence of losing is a long and painful death. To play the game, you will need a candlestick, a match or lighter, and a bucket of white paint. Once you have acquired these items, you'll need to use the white paint to draw images of eyeballs on every window around your house. Be warned, if you miss a single window, your house will not be protected, and the game will become impossible to win. Once you have finished your paintings, you'll need to find a room without windows, close the door, and wait until midnight. Once the clock strikes 12, you'll need to light your candlestick and say the words, "Lookie lookie, come and see, lookie lookie, you won't find me," 3 times in succession. This will summon the Looksee Man. For the next 6 hours or until sunrise, the Looksee Man will move around your house, trying to catch a glimpse of you through the windows. Your job will be to continuously move around the house without being caught. You also cannot let your candlestick go out, or you will automatically lose the game. If you're able to survive until sunrise, blow out your candle and the Looksee Man will disappear, leaving you with the gift of future sight and all the benefits that come with being able to see into the future. However, if you are caught, you will be taken away to the Looksee Man's lair, where he will consume your eyes and leave you to die alone. Comment whether or not you would play this game, and follow for more.
I'm sorry. Painting eyeballs on every window? Imagine my neighbors watching me draw giant eyes at 1 a.m. Someone is definitely calling the police and repeating, "Lookie lookie, you won't find me." Bro, who summons demons using nursery rhymes? If the Lookie Man finds you, he takes your eyes. I need my eyes. I use them to judge people. And the future sight reward? Great. I can now see myself crying in the future. Would you guys play this? Because I'm staying in bed with all the lights on. Okay, this one actually scares me a little. If you win this game, you get one wish. Any wish. You could be rich, you'd get perfect grades without studying, you could get infinite Robux. But if you lose your entire life. Trade offer, wish, or permanent ban from existence. Alright, let's watch.
First games you should never play. Part 5. It follows. Playing and winning this game will grant you one wish, which could be pretty huge for most. To start the game, you're going to need to summon the creature called the Hidebehind. Be careful, this creature is known for the ability to be able to hide in plain sight without being seen. To start this ritual is pretty easy. You're going to need one white candle, a bag of salt, and a room with at least one window in it. You can start this ritual at 11:55 p.m. No earlier, no later. Place salt on the windowsill, now walk into the middle of the room with the candle lit, repeating the phrase, "Hidebehind, are you there?" After saying this a few times, place the candle in the middle of the room and walk out. Now return to the room at 12 midnight. If it looks like the salt on the windowsill has been messed with, and if the candle is blown out, that means the Hidebehind is in the room. At this point, the game is started. You now have 24 hours to spot and call out exactly where you think the Hidebehind is. Unfortunately, if you do not find it within that 24 hours, the Hidebehind will then unalive you, ending the game and of course you. Don't forget to like and follow if you enjoy this series and want to see more.
A candle, salt, and a window? This sounds less like a ritual and more like the starter pack for a sad picnic. You place salt on the windowsill, call for the creature, and then check if he blew out your candle. Bro, imagine a demon blowing out your candle like, "Happy birthday, bestie." Then you have 24 hours to find him, anywhere. Behind doors, behind furniture, behind you. Me Hidebehind, are you there? Yes. Okay, bye. Jumps out window. Guys, if you had one wish, what would it be? Be honest, some of you would wish for a boyfriend in Roblox. Okay, this object is like the iPhone of haunted stuff. Popular, dangerous, everyone has an opinion on it. This dude on TikTok tried using it to see what was haunting his house. Let's watch.
This is why you shouldn't mess with Ouija boards. A man by the name Nick explains that after attempting to contact whatever might have been causing all this strange activity in his new home, he fears something attached itself to him.
She never fucked with that Ouija board.
Something began opening doors in his new home. And aggressively knocking over objects.
Came home from work, and this was on the floor in the living room. When I picked it up, it automatically wanted to open to this page. Like as if somebody looked at this page a lot or something. And I noticed these 3 burn lines in it. But look what's in the middle.
But it wasn't until one day as Nick notices a mysterious video in his gallery, taken without any of his recollection, that things would take a darker turn. In the video, Nick can be seen standing in the dark as he's being filmed.
I don't have the answers or explanations for what I'm seeing with my own eyes. It's me. But I don't remember any of that.
The fridge opened, the book fell, the door swung open. Bro, this isn't a demon, this is gravity and bad hinges. Also, that creepy video of himself in the dark? Sleepwalking. Or maybe he accidentally pressed record with his face. Happens. Do you guys know someone who sleepwalks? I babysat a kid once. He sleepwalked into the kitchen and grabbed a frying pan thinking it was a cat. If a ghost shows up in my house, I'll just tell him, "Your aura is trash." Instant leave. Okay, this ritual wants you to climb stairs, blindfolded. I already fall on flat surfaces, babe. Blindfold stairs hospital speedrun. Let's watch.
Cursed games you should never play. Part 8. The Stairs Game. To play this game you will need a blindfold and a staircase. Now stand on the very bottom step and put your blindfold on. Now, say the words, "It is from here whenceforth I shall commence." Go up the staircase and count every step you go up. Now do the same for going down. You're just basically getting your cardio in at this point. Eventually, when you go down, there will be more steps than usual. You'll start to sweat and you'll hear voices all around you. If this happens, you are officially in the underworld. Keep your blindfold on throughout this process, but soon you'll hear a deep voice asking for whatever you want. Once you answer him, you'll return to the real world. But at any point in this process, if you fall, you'll stay there forever.
Okay, so you count steps going up, count going down, and then eventually there are more steps than usual? No. If the stairs change, I'm leaving the country. You hear whispers? I'm whispering back. Wrong address. And the underworld? How am I supposed to see anything with a blindfold on? It's like going to Disneyland and keeping your eyes closed. Would the demons down there eat me? Or would we be besties? This one is actually insane. You call random numbers, and if one answers, that's the answer, man. Let's watch.
Never ever play this game, because my lovely friend from the dark web recommended a game where you could easily know how you would die. But if you play it incorrectly, you will lose more than just the game. To play this game, you will need to gather 3 of your friends. Each person should pull out their cell phone and call into a random number at the same time. The number should contain the dates of everyone's most memorable days. At this point, one of 2 things will happen. Either all of the phones will go to voicemail, in which case you'll have to try again, or one of the phones will get an answer. The person on the other end is the answer man, who will answer your desired questions. But be warned, for every question you ask him, he will ask you a question as well. If you do not answer him truthfully, he will come for you within the couple of days and collect his payment in flesh instead. To end the game, you should continuously repeat, "It is the time," 5 times. He will try to argue with you and even offer you bribes to let him stay on the call. You must stay strong whatever happens. Never give out your location. I hope everything goes well for you. Unlike mine, good luck.
Okay, so you can ask him any question, but he asks you back. And if you lie, he comes to get payment in flesh. Bro, this sounds like a toxic relationship. You end the game by repeating, "It is the time" 5 times. But the biggest rule, never tell him your location. What if his question is literally, "Where do you live?" GG, you lose no matter what. That's a scam demon. Guys, please don't try this. Your phone bill is scary enough. Alright, dearies, that's enough cursed games for today. Remember, don't play these alone, or at all, or even think about them. Go play Roblox instead. Much safer. Well, most of the time. I gotta go now. If you don't want to miss me, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'll be back. Unless I accidentally summon the Lookie Man, then you're on your own.